Dying Light starts off with a little good old anal. So what it does is it bends you over and it says, hey, you know what? You know how you're flying into this place? Well, screw you. You're about to die. Then this dude's gonna come along to save you and he's done in like no time. Turns out his sister is the dude that helped save you. So you're this dude that was just set from like this army corporation or something to take out some guy in this zombie infested area. And he's just like, kill him.
Would you just shut up?
And I really don't like the way I'm saying this, so I'm gonna shut up and Sam's now gonna do the intro.
You're Kyle Krane, special agent. You're sent into a Middle Eastern city named Haran. The game starts off trying to instill a sense of fear and drama by having you jump out of a plane into a zombie-infested city. The game doesn't try to hide its intentions, and for the entire intro, there isn't a moment of safety.
In this way, it boldly proclaims what the atmosphere of the game is within the first few minutes of gameplay that makes the game not have to rely on jump scares. Not that it doesn't have any, because holy crud! It's got them. But it doesn't exist around them, don't get me wrong. Dying Light doesn't have jump scares in the traditional sense. It's a lot more like a constant tension that's being pushed against you around every corner. Like you'll be rummaging for supplies, you'll turn around and oh my gosh, a volatile almost saw me. And then you'll just be going around doing your everyday life. You'll open a cabinet and holy crap, there's a zombie in this cabinet. In the beginning of Metro Exodus, you're going through and it yanks your camera to the side and boom, there's a jump scare. That never happens in Dying Light. It's always a very genuine in-game moment of, oh my freaking goodness, there is a zombie behind me, I'm going to die. And I really like that. Not only in the first few minutes, but throughout the game, this setting and atmosphere evolve with different areas, buildings, indoors, outdoors, even entirely new maps that just add to this shrouded sense of light horror. Now, Techland didn't just decide one day, hey, you know what, we're gonna make a really amazing, awesome zombie game. They had experience by working in Dead Island. In fact, Dead Island's teaser trailer is cited to be one of the greatest trailers in gaming. Dead Island's teaser follows a family vacationing on a paradise island as they're suddenly caught in the middle of a zombie outbreak. They escape into their hotel room and board themselves in, but not before their daughter gets bit. That is until their daughter turns and then she overpowers the dad, bites him, and then she falls out of a window to her death. But there's a twist here. The teaser is actually played in reverse. The trailer actually opens with the child already dead. Then it shows you what went wrong. It's sad as heck because you're sitting there thinking, okay, I know this girl's a zombie and clearly she bit her dad because I'm watching it happening. But it really, really sucks and you're still rooting for the humans even though you know they're already dead. This teaser set an expectation for Dead Island to be a very passionate, emotional, gripping game with meaningful choices. Unfortunately, this proved to be another example of a trailer getting the tone of the actual game very wrong. Dead Island had some emotion, but it was also way over the top, really goofy, and it couldn't decide when it wanted to be serious and when it didn't. It was a whole hodgepodge of just, are we not, are we maybe? The 4-person co-op gameplay is best used for a standalone mission style, similar to Payday 2's and Left 4 Dead's pick-and-play mission style. But instead, it tries to fit in this whole story that nobody gives a crap about. The point that I'm trying to get across here is that Dying Light is a perfection of all the ideas that were put forward in Dead Island. If Dead Island never happened, Dying Light wouldn't be as good as it is. That's Dead Island. Now let's just fast forward a couple years and hey, here's Riptide, the expansion. Woo! All right, I'm bored. Let's keep going. Escape Dead Island. That wasn't even made by Techland. Epidemic. It's a remaster. I don't care. Ooh, now we got some 16-bit Dead Island retro. When Max's cat gets kidnapped, he sets across a zombie-infested California to get him back by force instead of gently asking for him back from the zombies, apparently. But yeah, he decides to use force when getting his cat. Who asked for this? somewhere right about here, Techland decided to make the spiritual successor to the Dead Island series, using the knowledge they had learned from everything they did good and bad. With a dynamic day-night cycle, this game would have the weaker zombies out during the day, but the more crazy singular ones out during the night.
Each scenario is different, with different ways you can act and respond to the different zombies coming at you. You got two different options. You can either fight or you can run. Fight or flight. If you decide to fight, they've implemented the fighting perfectly. They called the founder of parkour, David Bell himself, to come into the studio and show them how to jump rooftop to rooftop. And they didn't just get people with parkour abilities. They got people from martial arts with Krav Maga experience to come in and perfect the look and feel of martial arts throughout the game. They've implemented running so well, so you can either see a situation from far away and run the other direction, or even in the middle of a situation when you thought, maybe I should fight, and then immediately change your mind when you're getting beat down by zombies. You can jump over zombies, you can jump onto roofs, you can run over and on top of roofs. Rubes? Have you ever been playing a game and you're in the beginning and they just threw a mechanic at you and you're like, oh yeah, this is gonna be awesome, I can go here, I can do this, I can fight this, and then you realize the developers made it so you can only use it in the scenarios they want you to, and it feels more restrictive than freeing. In the game Vampire, they give you a mechanic early on in the game that's sort of a long teleport. You can be in a lower area and try to teleport to a cliff or to a high ledge, but you can only use it in certain scenarios. When I first saw it, I thought, oh, I can go so many different places all over the map. But then I realized it's only in specific places that they let you use it.
So they only let you use it in the very specific situations that they were planning on you using it in?
That's what I felt like, because there were a lot of times where I would try to teleport up to an area where I would hear somebody talking, or, you know, you couldn't do it, but then it'd be like the main quest would tell you, oh, go here, and then you would teleport there. I felt like they could have just had it so it was just teleporters, you know, like that stand there. You don't decide where you get to go with this feature. They already have a planned path for you. This is something that the Dying Light developers really wanted to avoid, but they soon realized that them and their own method were their worst enemy. Because they were trying to make something new, something different. They wanted a world where you weren't just closed off to certain sections or somewhere you saw and wanted to go, you just couldn't. They wanted you to be able to go anywhere. But they were using the same methods as the more restrictive open worlds that had already been made by other developers. That method being, as the developers put it, hooks. A hook was a nickname they would give to invisible interaction points that they would dot throughout the map, on the side of walls, building, fences, etc. The developers thought this was enough. They even put in 50,000 hooks across just one map. But players being players, they stuck their hand way up more pies than the developers had even thought about, going places that they hadn't even known that you could go. They hadn't put any interaction points there, so they couldn't go all over the world. Because they were using these hooks, it made it so the players couldn't go wherever they wanted. It's more, go where we thought to put hooks, otherwise you're screwed. This needed to change because it went against their core philosophy of go anywhere, do anything. To combat this, the senior game designer sat down by himself one night and made an algorithm that would read the geometric conditions in front of you and judge whether it was suitable for you to grab onto or run on or jump off of, even though you can't actually run off of walls in this game. Fix it in post. Not only did this fix the main problem they had, but it opened up possibilities they didn't have before. With all of these things put together, they finally had the good mechanics for a great game. He wrote this like, cause he was kind of feeling bad at this point. I can't tell if you're just animated for the camera or if you're feeling slightly better. I'm going with animated for the camera.
Yeah, animated for the camera.
So he just like skimmed over and then he left it on me. So, all right, what's
Dynamite isn't that scary. Wow.
Oh wait, did you say dying light?
No, it says dynamite.
I think it auto-corrected to dynamite.
Unique pig on the board.
What? Wait, what is it? Dynamite isn't that scary, but the way I handled every situation gives gameplay consistent tension, if you will, that makes the horror Michael consistent. Left mouse button of the game and provides a unique pig on the board. He said he couldn't really see at this point. Dynamite's fear is not something that will only happen when you trigger cutscene, singular, or walk around corner. Dynamite's beer is created by the gameplay and the atmosphere, which creates a unique experience. I thought maybe just a couple spelling errors, but you will that makes a horror Michael and provides a unique pig on the Borgia. I don't know what to tell him about that. And there's the outro show. Do we just wait for him or make our own? Do you know what to do for the outro show? Nathan is still currently throwing up in the room next to us, so we will be doing this on the fly. Ask me what comments we have this week.
What comments do you have this week?
I'm glad you asked. Hey man, this is an incredibly well put together video and I'm very glad someone enjoys this fictional radio station as much as I did.
Self-explanatory.
Yep, he liked it. And in case that was out of context, that was on his Non-Stop Pop video. A classic, go check it out, over 1,000 views.
I love the use of Moby Dick in this video.
I love the use of my Moby Dick all over this video, am I right? All right, sorry, continue.
Feels like he's playing a homage to Nakey Jakey with both his style of video and with the music choice. Very nice.
Now that is true. I have heard him mention Nakey Jakey once or twice, like 20 times, every time we talk about videos, so. Very true and well observed, what's his name? Tuscan Reader. Spectre Bite has got this. See, this man knows. There is a time and place for sexy games. That's all I got, but I completely agree, Spectre Bite. Well done. All right, what's the next section after commenting?
Oh.
Stay sexy.